Alvarez's rematch that was supposed to take place next year. Eddie Reynoso came out and said that Canelo Alvarez would not be fighting on Cinco de Mayo, but he was in negotiations for a rematch with Terence Bud Crawford to get his lick back at 168, right? So yesterday, Terence Bud Crawford retired from boxing, okay? He's done. He's retiring at 42-0. He's the first three-weight class undisputed champion in boxing history. He's a 5-division weight class champion, right? Shout out to Terence Bud Crawford retiring at the age of 38. But let's be honest, guys. Terence Bud Crawford, and I predicted, I knew he was going to retire after this Canelo fight because at this point in Terence Bud Crawford's career, he made it very clear that he only wanted a fight that could make him the biggest payday of his career. And who else would you get that from other than Canelo Alvarez, right? Canelo Alvarez was the face of boxing. He probably still is. If we're talking about numbers, he probably still is the face of boxing. The only person that's bringing more money to the sport of boxing probably is Jake Paul, if we're being honest, right? And I think nobody's ever going to give Jake Paul credit for how he's helping the sport of boxing grow, but that's the reality of the situation. The man's fighting Anthony Joshua this Friday, and that fight's going to make an extreme amount of money, whether you like him or not, right? Shout out to Jake Paul. But Terence Bud Crawford, I had no interest in seeing a rematch with Canelo. I think Crawford probably would have beat Canelo worse the second time than he did the first time. Might even have stopped Canelo because he almost dropped Canelo in that last round. Some people didn't catch it, but Crawford is a strong motherfucker, bro. We got to give credit when it's due. For this guy to move up 2 weight classes and beat a stronger man against Canelo, who's fought at light heavyweight before, shocking. One of the best moments in boxing history, man. But we gotta hold Bud to the fire, man. Terrence, you ducked Jerron Boots Ennis, brother. You know, it's crazy how Terence Bud Crawford always brings up the fact that people didn't give him an opportunity to show the world how great he was. And that's why it took so long for him to get as big as he is right now, right? He brings up the fact that while he was signed to Top Rank, he wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao, and he feels like Manny Pacquiao ducked him. He feels like the people that was, promoting Manny Pacquiao at the time was protecting Manny Pacquiao from Terence Bud Crawford, right? He also brings up how Errol the True Spence Jr. didn't fight Terence Crawford when he wanted to fight him, right? Like, that fight would have been way bigger if it would have happened